Catch it! Catch it! Oh, just over the infield. Brendan Julian spoke about this magnificent outfield earlier on. It is like carpet. Yeah, it's a little slow. The ball does check when it hits it, but it's a beautiful surface. This one was the arm ball. That's a nice bit of watching by Cameron Green. He played it late, so it's come in, swung in, and he's clipped it clean as a whistle over mid-on. Nice shot. Good change up from Linda, but it didn't quite work. Give the batsman full credit there. No! What a start this is from Green. Up the boundary with the 6 to finish the over, and the game is on hyper speed at the moment. End of the over, 2 to 30. Well, this was a...
When you run a business, great communication is vital.
I just transfer you. I think I just cut them off.
Welcome to the all-new Hi 4, the business phone that's refreshingly easy to use. Now with new features like 2-touch call transfer and the ability to listen to call recordings directly from your phone. As always, it's all backed up by our UK-based support.
You're right. I'd sit there at number 6 and wouldn't get a hit. Straight up in the air. Really high. Field's coming in. Dashing back. They've got to be careful. Catch beautifully taken. Now the skipper goes. But Parker takes his second. Was in there a long, long way. Into the night sky. He had to make a bit of ground, Mapaka. Mitch Marsh going for the 6. And he's come unstuck. I think the ball just held a fraction in the pitch and got right up underneath it. Hit high on the bat. Mapaka did well here. He had a player coming at him. He called it out. Safe hands. His second for the night. Rabada has 2 as well. The nemesis has struck twice. Australia going too hard. Are they going too hard in these early overs? 3 are down at 30 in the 4th. I guess when you look at the South Africans bowling lineup, to me you pinpoint Rabada as a danger bowler. And he's one bowler, you might just say, let's just get through his first couple of overs. Let's be positive, but let's not take on shots that aren't quite there. Look, it was leg stump line, but if you're trying to hit 6s all the time, if you don't get it right, you're going to get caught in the outfield. So that's the risk you take when you want to hit 6s. You can hit boundaries along the ground as well. That still counts as 4 runs. But if you're going to go aerial all the time, you're going to come unstuck. Good catch, Mapaka. He nearly steals his first one, hold it in after a little bobble, but that was fine. Especially in these warm conditions where it gets slippery. All of a sudden, Tim David, the hero of the West Indies, wanders out after 19 legal deliveries. Seldom is he inside the 4th over, Tim David. How will he construct his innings? Is he going to go hard inside the power play? Struck at 269 in the West Indies. 269, Kerry. Oh. Yeah, it'd be interesting. His natural instinct is to go hard, but I think you've got to respect Rabada at this stage. 3 down, 3 for 30. You lose a couple more, then you've got to rebuild. I think his natural instinct, he will just have to curb it a little bit.
When one of the best all-format bowlers in the world has got 2 for 1 in his second over, I think there's some respect has to be shown.
Yep, you're spot on, Skull. If that's respect, 2 steps down the pitch and then punching it over the rope. I would not like to see what disrespect is. That's not the shot I would have played. No. Wow. He's advanced on Rabada. Before acceptances, he's off. He didn't try and control it down. He's seen players caught earlier on in this innings, and he's just nailed it. 75 metres for 6. Tim David, form of his life. What a story. You know your magnificent analysis will be all over social media with his prejudice stuff around the planet. I did say as well he might have to curb his natural game a fraction. Yeah, well, he kept it in the arena. Good answer, good length, hard length, Rabada. such a dominating figure at the crease, Tim David. He's pretty tall. He's very strong.
Enormous.
Yeah. The bat's very heavy too. Doesn't have a big backswing. He's a real punchy sort of hitter of the ball. Hits it flat and clean. Doesn't close the face often. He keeps it open.
Really
So he gets a lot of power on his shots.
He bats with an SS. It's Serene Sports. Dre Russ bats with the same bat. It's heavy.
You need one, Howie?
Got to be able to lift it. It's got a very low sweet spot, and power hitters use the SS. It's the most popular bat for people like Dre Ross, Tony,
Howard.
Yeah, my
Okay.
So this is his 348 T20 cricket. And that's where the sweet spot is. He's whacked at 82 metres. What a shot that was for a bloke that had 2 for 1 at the time. Oh. On a ball the over. Gets away with that one. It appears that Australia are prepared to lose wickets inside this power play in searching for that number. The number they look at is around 55 to 60 inside 6.
We were joking about the 50 over score, but when we started doing the Big Bash mark, if you lost 3 wickets in the power play in the first 6, the percentage chance of losing the game was through the roof.
Yeah. And you normally have 1 or 2 batsmen who could occupy the crease and play that way.
With a gap. Green's not exactly sluggish himself out here this evening. He's hit 3 boundaries and a 6 and moved to 18. So, as I said prior, the game on hyper speed at the moment. After 4 overs, 3 for 42. Let's have a look at the wickets with Mark Moore and Kerry O'Keefe.
Yeah, 3 have gone down in the first 4 overs. So the South Africans will be happy with that. The first one was Travis Head. Got a bit of a wide one. And just scored short third man. Good catch by Pucker. And jotting this first ball, trying to go, I think, over the top. It's too close to 2 full. And simple catch there at point.
And then Rabada with his second. Mitchell Marsh not trying to control it. Ball may have stuck in the pitch a bit. But Mapaka running around from fine leg has taken a very good catch. 3 down. The Australian skipper's gone. Rabada has 2. 4 overs in. It's 3 for 42. I think Australia are looking at a number, not the wickets lost. I noticed the records I keep. You get 55 plus inside the first 6. You win twice as many as you lose. They're 13 short of that.
Corbin Bosch comes in out of Durban, playing his 5th T20. Actually, this mark, his father, Terry, has played 2 one-days and a test. Did you play against him?
No. I don't think I did.
He was a quick as well. Oh, gee, well to the crease. Bang! Even Mick Owen can't get a hand on that, on the boundary.
The Australian analyst would have said Corbin Bosch bowls wicket-taking balls, but he also bowls 4 balls. This is wide and full. Tim David pinned his ears back. He just knew I'm going over the top of cover here. They're going to attack Bosch.
Yeah, it was a nice one to get, wasn't it? Wide, full. Like it skidded on a bit. He looks like a bit of a skidder, Bosch. And that'll suit Tim David. He's a strong boy. What the South Africans are. They hit the pitch hard.
Bowls fall away, outswing, which is a bit deceptive. He falls away, but still manages to shake the ball away from the right-hander. But there's an imprecision about Corbin Bosch, and the Australians would have analysed him and said, let's go from him from the outset. They're looking for him to bowl 4 overs. Let's make them think about that.
Haven't seen a change of pace yet from the South Africans. It's all been pace on. It mightn't be a bad ball on this sort of surface where it might stick. So you just don't want to come in and bowl as quick as you can. You've got to be smarter than that.
Ngiti's their best slow ball bowler, and yet he just couldn't get it right in the over he had. 38% of his balls are slow balls, Ngiti, behind Dwayne Bravo and Mustafiza.
Nathan Ellis would have to be up there.
He's equal third on 38%.
He's a very good slow ball bowler, Nathan Ellis.
But Ngiti got it wrong earlier. They hadn't brought him back. His slow balls could be a factor on this. Bosch might be trying to bowl too quick here. Australians will be onto him.
of the evening already.
And that looks like the game plan. Hit sixes. They've hardly looked to keep a ball on the ground, the Australians. They've looked at everything aerial, and that's just sliding onto the bat nicely. Bosch, he looks a bit quicker through the air than, say, Nikiti. It's sliding onto the middle of the bat.
Game 1 against the West Indies. Cameron Green hit 3 sixes in the first 5 balls he faced. And here he is. He's come out, having lost a couple of wickets, and straight away, not trying to control on the ground. If it's up there, it's going over long on.
I see him as a real confidence batsman, Cameron Green, no matter what format. You know, when he's looking to be aggressive and in form, he looks like he can hit everything. When he's a little out of touch, you see him pushing and prodding, and he's got this field spread everywhere at the moment. We've got deep mid on and deep square leg. They're the 2 men out. So 8 balls to go in the power play.
Third man's just been brought in. You mentioned the size. They are physically imposing
big boys.
sides, South Africa. I don't know if they...
I thought our boys are pretty big too.
I don't know if they hit their weights when they're in grade 5, but whatever they're doing, it's working. There's some big men.
T20's a game for talls. If you're short, bring Kim Moore up and ride track work. There's only 2 under 6 foot in the Australian team. Travis Head at 5'10", and Adam Zampa at 5'9".
He doesn't count. He's a leggy.
Yeah.
Bosch. David clears the leg and sends another one over the road. Extraordinary start to his first T20 national. 3 wickets of ball, and the Aussies are already up to 60 off just 5 overs.
Well ahead in the game, and the crowd is loving this. It turned out in their numbers at Darwin at Marara. Corbin Bosch, he tried a little pace off there. It didn't work. It was too full. Tim David wants it full.
Oh, he loves it there. On an off stump line, he can just hit through that offside with power. It's right in the slot.
Yeah, and that's near the sweet spot, Junior, isn't it? They're lower on the SSs.
Yeah, pretty low.
Yeah. Maybe a couple of slow balls, Corby.
Well, since your extraordinary analysis that I had to respect Rabada, this partnership's far 30 from 12, Kerry.
Slow balls coming.
14 off his first over. It's not slow. It's high again. Oh, 6 more.
Yeah, they're just looking to go 6, 6, 6. And this is not a small ground. The boundaries are pretty big, and that one's gone into the crowd, dropped in the crowd. But you want to be on your toes where you're sitting in the crowd, because the ball is coming there a lot.
Saltwater crocodiles have called for helmets. This is what you got.
6 of the innings. So 31 legal deliveries. Australia. So Ngidi under. Come down ground, work to be done. Fielder short. No, too much. More runs to Green.
That one was on the ground. Not sure if it was a miss hit or not. That one was very wide, so he couldn't quite get hold of it, Cameron Green, but got enough of it to pierce that gap between mid up in the circle and then mid on the rope, came around but couldn't reel it in.
Green's 35 from 10, so when Tim David hit that amazing 100 in the West Indies, he scored his 50 off 16 balls, which was the record, or is the record. So it was 50 off 16. There's your first slow ball. And immediately it's a very rare dot ball.
Yeah, I'm surprised it's taken 32 deliveries to get one out.
Ball sticking in the deck. It's taken a long time to work out. This might be the way to go. Straight away. Just cut under the ball. Ngudi's a clever operator. What will the Australian counter be here? They'll be expecting slower balls. 3 balls in, at least 2 of the final 3 will be slow.
Australian bowlers will certainly be watching this.
There's the 2 balls right there, slow ball Yorker. I mean, Yorker's a tough one to bowl, but a wide line Yorker is where you want to be.
It's what Nathan Ellis is very good.
That one was pretty straight, but Nathan Ellis, yeah. Excellent bowler of the Yorker, one of the best going around, and McGeady's pretty good as well. Trot on that ball twice there. Big Cam Green.
There's a slow one. Really well bowled. Rickleton calls it out. Good catch. Green's destructive innings comes to an end on the back of a change of pace. Australia 4 down.
Keating's all over this. He knew that was the way to go in this over. And the third one he's bowled has drawn the wicket of Cameron Green at 114k. Clever stuff from Lungi and Geedy. Stuck in the pitch. Wasn't trying to control it. Greeny knew he was in trouble. And Rickleton stood for a long time. In the end, the gloves were for him. 4 down. Green on his way. Scores at 70. We're inside the power play. So this
I have a like too, Bill. Do you remember calamari? It was well available. I didn't eat any calamari, so I'm not paying for any calamari. What are you, 7? That's for crumpet, sweetheart.
Our relationship with money is formed from a young age. That's why our expert team is here, to help you take control of your money today. Barclays, make money work for you.
But there's McGee just sort of nodding his head, yeah, I've got to do more of that.
He's on pace at about 135 and those 2 slow balls, 113.8, 114.4. And Mitch Owen wanders out in the middle after that. Amazing performance for the Hurricanes. Struggled a bit as he was internationally, but did very well in Major League Cricket and did well when he was playing for Australia, the West Indies for the first time.
Game 1, he went in Howie, his first ball for 6.
Of his international career.
Yeah, so this is the final ball of the power play. There's fielders in, there is a long on in place. That's an area he favours Mitchell Owen. Geedy may go slower ball again. What will Mitch Owen do here? Crucial, is he going to go hard final ball field up?
I think he'll probably have a look at this one. West Indies did well. He struck at 192. His strike rate of 50 and a couple of good 30s as well.
108 in that BBL final for Kane Train. Well, a slower ball again, and he was deceived. Ripped the hand off it. So, what a power play that is. Australia, 4 for 71. Let's have a look at the highlights, and there are plenty for both sides.
This has been extraordinary entertainment from Australia. They've been sent in. Mitchell Marsh, that was the first ball of the match. Went over long for 6. Travis Head, a wide one, feet frozen. Mapaka took a good catch at deep gully. Inglis on Lord, slicing a catch to point. Cameron Green came in. He blew the traps. He was building it over long on for 6. He was whooping it over deep and quick. Mitchell Marsh tried again, found this square leg. Tim David came in. He kept getting into the crowd. This was an unbelievable start. Reed in the end, the slow ball from Keedy undid. Cameron Green, they're 4 down. They're well ahead. Runs. 71 normally wins, but does 4 wickets down win when you're bat first?
Well, there's the wagon wheel. 6 sixes in that 6 over period. As Parker comes into bowl. Left arm, medium fast.
Playing up Mapaka.
Taking a couple of good catches so far. He'll be confident.
Just 19, but bowls with wheels, the lefty. As you can see from that, just hits on the top of it. So who is in front of the gun?
I think Australia. They've got 71 on the board. They'd like to be probably 1 less wicket, ideally 2, but
They're backing their depth again, and that's what they often say. We bat deep. But this is being tested tonight.
That man played for Mumbai in the IPL before he played for South Africa. See the extra pace that he creates. Played his first IPL game, Parker, at 17 years and 137 days. So the equivalent here is young. 12.
I would like to see him bowl of the 14-year-old. Not like the under-16s. But he's a real effort bowler. Yeah, his run-ups, not a lot in his run-up, but he's strong through the crease.
Under 19 player of the tournament in the World Cup 2024. 20 on wickets at 9.7.
He's very left-arm reliant. He doesn't use his body much. But he's a project for South Africa. And he's got lots of tricks. At 19, he bowls slower balls. He bowls across right-handers. He has the Yorker. I think he's gone slower ball very early here. Yeah, the slow ball bouncer into the pitch. Tim David read it pretty well. So he's got lots of tricks, Mapaka. And confident enough to try them.
Straight through him. Big Child loses the off ball. But Parker celebrates in Australia. Half the wickets in the shed. Early doors.
Yeah, they might have to reassess now that Owen's gone early. Half the order's gone. And that's that extra pace. Mitch Owen, it's a tough shot to play when you just come to the crease. You're not sure how the pitch is going to play. He just gave himself too much room. Got too far away from the ball. So his eye line was too much on the leg side. That angle across him and the pace. Parker's had a good 6.4 overs. Mitch Owen goes for 2. Aussie's 5 for 73.
So Maxwell comes in at 7. His team 5 down. There's still so much time left in this match. And a tough IPL. It was fantastic for the Freedom. Got them to the final of US Major League Cricket. Go his way for Punjab this season in the IPL though.
South face Mapaka here as his tail up. That was very canny stuff from the 19-year-old. He bowled all 3 at 118 and ball 4, the wicket ball at 143. So that's a big pace variation. Mitch Owen wasn't expecting that. They'd like to go short to Glenn Maxwell early. What will Mapaka do here?
Well, I'd like to see a slip in, actually, with that pace and that left arm angle. Got a bit of an edge on this. Yeah, just a little top edge. Mitch Owen onto the stumps. Not enough to get over the stumps. We went to the keeper anyway. I'd have a slip in.
No one expected that.
Somewhere there.
Yeah, well, West Indies employed a fly slip against him and he sliced the catch to it. So I'm very interested in the field placement that Markram may use against Maxwell if his innings develops.
Yeah, I just think early on, he is sometimes vulnerable to the quicker bowler going across him. Does play away from his body a bit. I just think if, South Africa can jag another wicket here, well, Dawshes is next. They're into the bowlers. So it's worth a gamble.
Glenn Maxwell is playing T20 game number 484. That's a lot. That's a few paychecks around the world.
So he's been in a few scenarios.
Yeah.
He'd like a bit of form though. He made one good 40 in the West Indies, but had a bit of a lean run.
Didn't get any wickets.
Yeah, he's the underrated bowler.
Yeah.
But he'd like more runs.
Good lift. So that's a great start. The way this game's going from Parker after 7. Australia 5 for 75.
Travel. It's gone from being an adventure to a checklist. But the world is still full of wonder. You just need a better way to find it. Airbnb Experiences. Master ramen with an award-winning chef. Dive into underground jazz with a renowned bassist. Or see Notre Dame with her. She helped restore it, by the way. Don't just see a place. Experience it.
18 dots. 42 legal deliveries.
with this guy in the Tri-Series against Zimbabwe and New Zealand. Bowls lots of dots. Works his angles nicely. Not a big spinner of the ball. Gets the ball to slide on. And has a split finger ball that drops like a rock. Interesting bowler, Mutasami.
They're waiting for that shot from Maxwell.
It's a brave shot when there's two men there waiting for it. Especially at 5 for 70.
He was searching for the wide there, but got him on the foot.
I've seen worse leads from Glenn Maxwell. That's not the best one.
That's gracious, mate.
Was it the Gabba where he let that one go? Strained it off peg.
It was. Well, tossed up there.
And interesting how he's not trying to turn the ball at all with something. He's just bowling little arm balls. Basically looking to slide on. And Maxwell's not having a look. I don't know whether he's seen Mutasami ever, but he's not prepared to wait on a ball and see what he might have.
Just got to watch the ball closer for Glenn Maxwell at the moment. I just think there's too many things going through his mind. Just keep it simple, watch the ball, hit it. You know, there's 3 shots going through his mind before he plays one.
Shouts and catches. Oh, brilliant! Another wicket falls. Maxwell departs. Linda takes the catch. And Australia are 6 down.
That's a gift, really. Wide half volley. Mutasami, that's a bonus for him. Glenn Maxwell getting a long way from the ball. Tried to hit it a lot straighter than that, but because he had to reach for it, it was a bit of a thick edge. And South Africa, they normally feel well. Good catch in the deep. And they're getting the wickets. The Australians are looking for 6s and 4s, and unfortunately, Maxwell's gone for 1. It's 6 for 75.
Well, he dropped one early off Travis Head, Linda. They didn't reap any penalty out of it as he was out next ball. That's a good catch in the outfield. It was dropping quickly.
But Glenn had to know that the cover was on the boundary, and he deliberately sliced it up. Very good catch. But if the man's out there, it's a high risk shot. He's really got to nail it. Is he disappointed with not nailing it, or his choice of shot?
Both. We both. Good catch though, because it was tailing away from Linda, so he had to keep moving to his left. Dropped one earlier, so he's made a really good comeback there. Good confidence booster for him. It just looked a bit of a frantic innings from Maxwell. He was all over the place. Ben Dawson, would he have thought he would have been batting inside 8 overs? I don't think so.
A strategy might be to just get busy. Push the 1s and 2s, build, and then in the final couple of overs. It's been launched from the outset.
The way they're going, they'll be bowled out for 120 in 11 overs. If they keep going the way they're going. So someone's got to, you've got to bat a bit of time now. You just can't keep going the way they're going.
Ellis, Zampa, and the big off to come. Dorshus.
He's one of your favourite hitters.
We discussed this in the pre-game of the Sushi, didn't we?
He can hit a 6 to win you a game, Dorshus.
He can.
He's that sort of hitter.
That big one onto the Churchill at the SCG. That discussion's now going on with the coach, I think, with Ellis. He's got the pads on. So Tim David cast in a very unusual role here. After 8, well bowled Mutasami. The last 2 overs have been really good. After 8, 6 for 76, 2 for 5 in the last 2.
Every watch has its time to shine. From the one with a tale to tell, to the one that turns heads. The ones for the old you. And the one that unlocks new possibilities. Sell and exchange your watch safely and securely with Watchfinder, the pre-owned watch specialist.
It's just a normal wide delivery. Maxwell got too far away from it, so he couldn't control the shot. He wanted to go straighter than that, but because it was wide, he had to hit it square, and he had to nail it, otherwise he was going to be caught, which he was.
That's a catch.
Look at how Maxwell was set up for that last wicket. That was an unusual stroke.
I just don't know if he's watching the ball as close as he should be. And maybe a lot of things going through his head, shot options. I think he'd be better off just playing on instinct, just not committing too early to the shot.
That was clever bowling by Mutasami. He gave him three just angling in, and then he gave him the wide one, hoping he'd play that shot, and he obliged.
I'll be loving this in South Africa, watching on the Fox Cricket. I just had the privilege of being in South Africa a couple of weeks ago, South Africa and Namibia at Skull. And the amount of people, when they heard my accent, that came up to tell me about Aiden Markham's 136 in the World Test. Like, I didn't know about it. Every second fella and girl I met was, let's talk about Aiden Markham in the World Test Championship.
Start to talk a bit South African, because you look a bit South African,
I'm quite sure I've got the build of some of these South Africans, but it was great to see so many people. And I was out in the sticks as well, talking about cricket.
Good for the game. Good for
Really
South
was.
Africa. Yeah, we would have loved to have won the World Test Championship, but really good for South African cricket.
Beautifully called by Ian Smith and Sean Pollock as well.
And a defining moment. They can win those tight games. That was tight.
Hit hard square. It'll be fascinating. Skull and June as they now move into upcoming T20 World Cup, the next 50 over World Cups in South Africa and Namibia, whether that victory on the world stage means they can put everything else that's happened behind them or not.
And I think Shuki Conrad, their coach, there's much respect for him from within the squad. And he's given them freedom after that win. Play your way. If you're going to lose on your terms.
I must apologise to everyone in South Africa though, because of my son and myself. I don't think there's any biltong left in the whole country. We've been pretty hard. Oh, that's hard. That is hard, Dorses. That's what he can do, Big Benny. Back to Tim David again.
And again, you finish your length against Tim David. That swing, we've seen it so often. We saw it in the West Indies, we've seen it for years from Tim David. That's his arc, that's his shoulder rotation. Look at those shoulders and the big, serene sports bat with the low sweet spot. Oh yeah,
He has nailed that. And what I like was a good stable base. Well, Parker likes it too. It's a pretty good shot, and it was. The sound of it. I know he's your favourite player, Howie, Ben Dorses, but
we came away there. Looking at the graphic, I was
I know. He does hit it hard too, but just watch the stable base. Not a lot of movement there. Not a big backswing, but really quick hands.
when he trained with Jim Allenby, when he didn't have a contract, Tim David, they looked at golfers' rotation of their shoulders, and they trained to hit Yorkers for six and bounces for six with the same golf swing.
It's on top of the ball this time. Another boundary, so just starting to get into his work now, Tim David.
Another good shot, really good shot to finish the over. Once again, just waiting for the ball, not committing to the shot, just letting his natural instinct take over. And he's particularly strong through that offside. Cannot give him any room outside the off stump. Rolls to him again. I think about coming around the wicket, trying to keep the line tight.
Dorses just pads it away.
Well, just something be very wary of that arc that Dorses hits over mid-wicket and long on. He's looking to angle it across him, make him hit across the line against the angle. It's quite crafty, this left-arm orthodox spinner.
I think Dorses will probably just be a bit more cautious than he would normally be batting late in the innings. I think he'll have a bit of a look at Mutasami, just look to knock him around, give David the strike.
This partnership has to take Australia to the 17th or 18th over, you'd think. Plenty of work to be done. David can hurt them late if he's still there. Needs to be.
Townsend.
Oh, good length since he's come in, Mutasami.
I think David's role now is to bat to the 20 over mark. It'll be a good part of his game to be able to do that. He's known as a short format hitter, but if he can bat through here, it'll be excellent for his game moving forward. Tidy over.
I would say Mutasami's enjoying his time in Darwin because he's a competitive fisherman. Plenty of fishing to be done up there. A few examples of Tim David's handiwork. Boy, that swing rotation. 6'5". It's a game for tools.
And he's got the reach. He's got the power. Sami since he's come into the attack.
Well, 2 overs.
1 for 2.
So at the halfway point, Australia's 6 for 88 after being sent in. Linda's back into the attack.
Down, George. Give us your best here, George.
Dwarshuis looks to have read the situation pretty well here. 3 from 6. He knows he has to assist David here. Can't afford another wicket in the next couple of overs.
He's just got to get off strike. Off balls at the moment.
Down. Send up. Push back, sir. In there, Luke.
Tim David batting without the helmet. So I think you can rule out sweeps and reverse sweeps. He's going downtown if it's up there.
Touch of movement. It's straighten off a leg stump line. He pitched the outside leg. Otherwise it would have been worth a shout.
They say of Linda he can get it to turn where he wants to. He bowls a lot of sliders, but he has got that ball that pitcher's leg hits off.
It's a good line that to David. That Midland leg. He wants to go over the offside. From that line it's difficult.
George, come on. That's it.
Dwarshuis straight on the leg side. Slow to move out there. It's victorious. They just scooted by much to the frustration of the bowler.
I'm not sure whether he didn't pick it up out there. Victorious, but he was pretty casual, wasn't he? Strolling around. Wasn't that far away from him. I don't think the bowler was too happy.
That's it. One way, move.
Well, might have been the keeper actually. That's a great move.
He's got a wicky at deep mid-wicket. Doesn't often work. The wide down the left side that hurts him, but it scurries away over this quick outfield. That's much needed for the Australians.
It's a bad finish to the over. And Linda, he won't be happy. First the boundary, thought should have been cut off, and then the wide. And the leg side, it was the arm ball that didn't swing.
He's got to bowl it again. Try and stay away from Dorsh's swinging arc. This could be very wide off stump.
Slow man of bowled. Good lengths. After 11, Australia 6 for 99. 8 fours and 7 sixes already in the innings.
Travel. It's gone from being an adventure to a checklist. But the world is still full of wonder. You just need a better way to find it. Airbnb Experience. Master ramen with an award-winning chef. Dive into underground jazz with a renowned bassist. Or see Notre Dame with her. She helped restore it, by the way. Don't just see a place. Experience it.
David, well, he's still there. Australia will be looking at, they could be looking at anything. You know, he's going to bat through the 20 overs. If he does, then, 180's on the cards.
Send Mutasami. Wide. Oh, that's the power of David. That's the power of him. On the roof. It's not in his swinging arc, and he just reaches out to it. Good line. Stroop, another on the roof.
Stay away from his swing arc. Don't get middle and leg, but don't get wide above the either, because you're going on to onto the tin.
It was a great shot because it was wide. So he couldn't get that into that, but he kept his shape really well, Dave. Couldn't back away too far to the leg side like you saw with, say, Glenn Maxwell. And then you're reaching for the ball, or a Travis Head.
To have that much power with that much reach.
Got a good willow. But he's a big boy. Have a look at him.
Don't think he does a lot of work on his forward defence.
Has he got one?
No.
Actually, we have not seen a forward defence tonight.
Once you forget those shoulders, how they rotate into the ball. It's a golfer's drive, isn't it? Even the intimate green that he puts it on the roof. No.
Oh, he does it for a living.
This is what I get paid to do. Launch at 140.
It's a big hit, 109. Oh. The caretaker shed and a cup of tea, and he's bang on the roof. What's going on?
Who's knocking on the front door? Is that rain?
Nice play, Lang.
Oh, in defence.
There we go. There's one.
Didn't look confident to me.
I'm not happy with that. Just no more of that.
No 7 set.
Spinner under pressure. Mutasami, what's he got?
Oh.
2.
Smiling, mate.
Been part of a test victory, Mutasami, and can bat as well as a good cricketer. Is he ahead of Tabraiz Shamsi for the World Cup? Maybe he is.
Catch it.
They've got Maharaj as well.
Yeah.
So they've got some good depth in the spin ranks. South Africa. I always like Shamsi.
Yeah.
Or Shammy. But Shamsi, he's just a point of difference, isn't he? Good competitor too. Has left arm wristies. Good celebrator. He is.
Taken more T20 international wickets for South Africa than anybody else, yet he's not in the frame at the moment. And it's telling that Shuki Conrad said, I want my spinners to bat. Mutasami bats, Linda bats.
It's got to be an advantage if you can bat and bowl. Gives you depth, gives you a bit more freedom to play your shots up front.
That's the call. Takes a while to get motoring, Tim Davey, but he gets there in the end. Pretty good up for Asami. 3 overs, 1 for 11 in a run fest is fantastic. Up 12-6 for 108. He felt the
Witness the fitness, the couple tomorrow starts tonight. IKEA, wonderful every day. We were made to save you time with easy-to-look packages. Experience
Expedia, made to travel. Battle protected.
Got to say, left arm orthodox spinners are crucial in T20 cricket. Just the angle they bowl, particularly to the right handers.
Steve O'Keefe made a career out of it.
Yeah.
He hardly turned the ball. Yeah, he was effective in it. Every T20 game he played.
Just the angle they create is difficult for the right handers.
Thanks to Maccas, the scorecard Australia being sent in. Early trouble. That's our first ball. This partnership just building along. 33 from 27.
Yeah, Bosch back. His first over was just pace on, and it was right in the slot for Tim David.
Straight away, he's running his fingers under the ball, so we're going to see a lot of that junior, I think. Trying to disrupt Tim David's swing.
Takes on the leg side. Short of Rabada. Family, the Bosches, we talked about his father playing for South Africa. His younger brother Ethan played a one-day international earlier on in the year versus New Zealand in Lahore. February. Corbin's playing his 5th T20.
Handy backyard battles, the Bosch household. There's the projected totals. Yeah, I think 170 from here would be an excellent score for Australia.
Jammed up the touch, but it doesn't matter when you have the power of Tim David. A nice snare too in the crowd. Two cans in the right hand, the Kookaburra in the left. Cool and casual.
Just need to smoke me. Be well at home.
Well, his hat says good day. He's having one.
He's got that on the stickers. How has
Yeah.
that gone for 6?
But he said he could swing through it.
Total miss hit.